Hello, what's up and welcome everyone. My name is Miss Quinn, and have you picked up your own Switch 2 or are you still waiting? Also, between videos like writing down the fully scripts and then not liking it at the very end and reading The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes for the first time ever, okay, the book has had me in a complete chokehold, okay? It is a very good book. I very much love it, and I cannot wait to read the next one in the series. Anyway, but today, it's not about that, it's about the Switch 2. The Switch 2 has already sold 3 million units within the first 24 hours of its launch, making it the best console sell in history, which the PS2 sold over 500,000, and the PS4 sold 1 million, and the first Switch sold approximately 2.7 million copies. However, I couldn't find the exact number for the 24 hours because it keeps giving me, within 1 month. And I'm like, no, I'm not looking for the first month. I'm looking for the first 24 hours. But I couldn't find any of those numbers. Although I will say this, that with the Switch 2, it has been very well stocked. Not like the PS5 at launch where everyone was scrambling to get a PS5 and scalpers were selling them at outrageous prices, over $1,000. And yes, I saw that some people actually bought them, like, wow. But yeah, the Switch 2 was very well stocked in order to combat scalping. But scalpers are still going to scalp, they're still going to be doing their thing. And speaking about things happening, a YouTube creator named Plain Rock 124 made one of his many common videos about him smashing stuff, but now he's smashing up the Nintendo Switch 2 a few days ago on launch day. Imagine waiting there all day and you see some kid that bought his, his Switch, and then you just see him smash it up outside. It's gonna break my heart because it's like, yo, you could have not smashed up your stuff, and your position in line would have been for someone that actually wanted their Switch 2. Now, as I said, this creator is well known for smashing things. He seems to very much dislike Nintendo, but at the same time, maybe just don't give the money if you're that happy about also being banned from a store. Also, he smashes up a lot of Nintendo devices. So again, if you really don't like Nintendo as a company, maybe don't give them money multiple times. But hey, content is content, and at the end, of the day, who cares, right? And yes, I understand that people smashing their consoles or smashing their phones was very common back in the day. It's not like now where people don't want to smash up their stuff because, well, you're literally working day in, day out for that money, for your hard-earned money in order to put it towards something that you really like. So I think for the people that were waiting in line and said, I waited in line all day and this guy just smashed his stuff. I understand that. But I also relate to this other guy very heavily. Like, well, he bought it. It's his money. And if he wants to smash it up, oh, well. But yeah, he ended up getting banned from the store. And however, there's one part in the video where, he puts his hand over all of everything that has been cracked. And, essentially, yeah, you're understanding. You're picking up what I'm putting down, right? Basically showing that the protective layer that they told you not to pull off of the screen does in fact protect you, because yes, it breaks and everything, but it doesn't harm your finger when you're putting your finger over it. So I guess it was a good thing that he kept smashing up his stuff. Anyway, some of the games coming out for the Switch include Donkey Kong Bonanza, Mario Party Jamboree, Kirby and the Forgotten Land, Pokemon Z through A, and in all honesty, I need more than that in order to purchase a Switch. The Switch alone costs $450 plus tax, and the bundle with Mario Kart World is going to be $500 plus tax. Now, this is not including the tariffs. That would bump it up another $50. Okay, just give me more games that actually make me want to play them, and, maybe, yeah. Because in all honesty, Donkey Kong is great, but I don't very much care for Donkey Kong, but I know a lot of people love it. So again, this is just my opinion, okay? I really like Mario Kart. I have Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and Like I said, really like it. But I need more games than just Mario Kart. Mario Kart is not enough to buy a whole console for me. And also, I very much like Pokemon. I think you've seen in the past that I love Pokemon. I have even a full dedicated video buying and playing 3 of the Pokemon games because I literally went down a loophole, okay? Love it. Love Pokemon. But am I also going to spend money on a console in order to purchase it for Pokemon? No. It's like whenever I bought my PS5, I literally had to look at the catalog of only PS5 games. And it's like a recently bought purchase. I purchased this thing last year. I didn't purchase it like right at launch day. No, I like to wait around for my consoles in order for the games to build up. I'm going like, okay, so these are the games that are going to be on it. Let me look at all of them. Is it worth purchasing in order to like play these games, you know? And I know you can make the argument that you do have other games that you can already play for it, like Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom. But I meant current games that are only for the Switch 2. You guys already should have had a lineup of games that were going to be coming out for it, which, you know, in fact, they do. I'm not going to say they do not. I just say well, they don't necessarily appeal to me. However, this is also coming from someone who bought a PlayStation Portal. And yes, I love every second playing with that thing. I mean, I'd be on the couch playing Fortnite or playing Stardew Valley or Graveyard Keeper. And again, I'm loving every second of it. But I mean, Nintendo doesn't really have that much of a great history. I mean, outright saying that anyone that does any modifications done to their Switch will no longer be able to use their Switch. Not to mention that physical games won't even contain the actual game. They'll only include the license to play said game. And we'll have to download it via the internet. This is why I kind of don't like digital games. But yet, if I mostly have digital games, it's just mostly digital games that I own. Which I know what I'm getting myself into when I purchase those games. Because if it's a thing that revolves only online, then I know that once the server goes down, that's it. I've lost my chance to play it. I can no longer play it, which is why I love physical games. I love the fact that I can buy these discs. And if those physical games do not rely on the internet, then yeah, I could play them all I want. But it really sucks when you have a physical game that you really like to play, but yet it has to sync up to online servers in order to play. And a lot of times you don't even get the full game anymore on the physical disc. You have to download the rest of the game on the internet. So essentially, it's just a whole big nutball. I don't know what that meant. Please don't ask me what that meant, because no. And apart from their super questionable treatment towards their own fan and consumer base, they have been known to throw around lawsuits like it's the most trending thing ever. I mean, they're still currently going through a lawsuit with Power World. They have entered the They have entered the lawsuit with Power World, then afterwards tried to patent monster catching in video games through the United States when a bunch of other games use that same game mechanic. And not to mention, forcing the closure of many fan-created games, took down a few emulators, and are now basically telling customers like, what you want doesn't really matter because we'll tell you what you want and what you should be playing. And in all honesty, I dislike that. I get not liking that people are modifying your stuff, but hey, they bought it. They gave you their hard-earned money, supporting your business in order to keep supporting your business by playing the games they love, and yet you still keep doing things like that to them. I understand there are people like myself who don't modify their consoles, but I'm still looking at everything as Nintendo solidifying that I do not own anything anymore. It is just an imaginary cautionary tale that we have in our heads. People are still so upset at Ubisoft for saying that we need to get used to not owning our games, but are not upset at Nintendo for literally putting that into practice. And I'm not gonna lie, yes, I'm still upset at Ubisoft as well, and I'm upset at Nintendo, but at the end of the day, these are companies that are gonna do what they're gonna do, and because unfortunately, there's not enough people to push back. Even on Amazon, buying a movie isn't that expensive as opposed to just renting it. I think if we're no longer going to be owning any of the games we're purchasing, then why make them so damn expensive? But hey, I'm not a professional. I'm just a regular person who loves video games and loves to talk about video games. And no, I'm not boycotting Nintendo either just because of what they're doing. Because, like I said, I love video games and there is not nearly enough people doing anything to where that would make a big impact. I just don't see a reason why I should buy a Switch 2 because, like I said, there's not enough games for it yet. Make a brand new Legend of Zelda game and remake one of the originals to a very polished looking thing. Give me Ocarina of Time remake, and yeah, I'll drop the money. I'll drop the money for a Switch 2 faster than a Dancer drops. I'm not going to elaborate on that more because YouTube. And I also didn't know that in order to purchase it straight from the Nintendo store, you do need to register since it says invite only. But only eligible accounts will be able to receive an email letting you know when it's time to buy. But I want to know what makes an account an eligible account, if that makes sense. Because, like, what are you saying? Are you saying that only those accounts that have never gotten in trouble with Nintendo, or those ones that have a history of not modifying their stuff? Is that something that you're looking for? I don't know what they're looking for. Nothing is specified. But, oh well. But anyway, guys, that's it for me today. Let me know if you got your hands on a Switch 2, or are you going to buy it when there's more games coming out for it like I am? Or am not. I don't know. It depends. I might wait until we're a few years into the Switch 2. Like I said, just like I waited for the Switch, the first Switch, just like I waited for the PS5. I'm not really a let's buy this console as soon as it comes out type of person, because we've seen with the Switch 1 that there was already a lot of people having issues with their, launch Switch. So I'm kind of waiting for all of the ones to come out in order to purchase it if there's a lot of games for it. Let me know in the comments about what you think about the new Switch, or what would you like for me to talk about in the next video. And with that, guys, stay beautiful, stay you, and have a nice rest of your day. Bye-bye. Wait. Hold up. Before I go, I will be releasing this on a Sunday today at the time of recording this. Meaning, guys, happy Father's Day if you're a father. And if not, please call your dad. Call your grandpa. And goodbye.